You spaceship degens like the drama, don't you? You dirty little animals. What if I told you there's a lot more to the story than what you know? What is the first thing I said when I first stumbled onto the story here? I said to you, I don't know. Now we picked up in the story when a copyright strike was issued to this individual right here. When he put up a video saying Medrunners suck. That video, this video right here, was taken down. It got a copyright strike by Medrunners. And they said, hey, you're using our logo, so we're going to strike your video down. And that is obviously wrong. Now, Medrunners did come out, issued an apology, retracted it, and his video went back up. But what if I told you there's more to the story? Because all you cucumbers in the channel here, Anachronism, how you doing, buddy? Greasy, keep people on their toes and teaching us valuable lessons. Everyone's overwhelmingly very positive and got a great video showing how wonderful it is that what you did here. And what he did, I'll show you in a second. But to back up a little bit, the story is these guys, Medrunners, made a video, got very big very fast. They then got on a podcast, Space Tomatoes, going, hey guys, tell us about it. And I'm guessing these are the leaders called Tristan and sorry, it's a R. I'm screwing it up. Regneon, is that it? I'm assuming these are the leaders. They had a podcast, and one individual that watched this podcast is this guy. So this is where the drama begins. Give you guys a quick recap. This guy made a video saying, I joined this group and I simply don't like what they have to offer. He said that you sit around for hours. If you wear the red and white armor set, they tell you to take it off if you're not actually doing something with them at the moment. He said advice given to leaders goes unheard. They don't listen and don't take advice. No problem. This is the first video I made on the story, and I said, listen, if you don't like what an org has to offer, leave it. Find someone who does offer what you want, or start your own org. Easy enough to do. That's where I kind of left it, and then the next thing happened was a strike on this video here, which I'll watch with you in a second. Now, the problem is when I went down the comment section here, I said, wow, like everyone's overwhelmingly positive. But the thing is, I know enough that I just don't know enough about the situation. And to give you a quick clip about what happened in this video, which was taken down, let's stop over here. So we have Mr. Khaleesi, and he's shooting another guy who is then going to activate a beacon, a medical beacon. That medical beacon is then going to get one of the Medrunner guys to come in, and he's waiting in ambush to shoot whoever comes to respond. Is this fair gameplay? I have a lot to talk about the PvP versus PvE in this game, but let's watch this and we'll discuss as we go. Okay, so he's going to injure this guy.
Oh no, he needs a medic. So
the guy goes down, he issues a beacon. That beacon then goes to, I guess, their website, and from their website, the Medrunners website, it puts a ticket out in Discord. And if you are in Medrunners in Discord, you say, hey, there's a person needs help at this location, go help them. And now we see someone coming along, guy playing a healer. He's like, I love healing. I love MMOs where I'm a healer. I want to help people. I'm not here to shoot people. I'm not here for PvP. I just want to help people. That's the game loop he wants. Mr. Khaleesi is saying, no, you don't get to do that today. I'm going to snipe you.
we wait for the elite Delta force of medics to arrive?
The elite forces is something which this guy complained about. He goes, these guys aren't elite hardcore. And okay, that's fine. I mean, they don't need to be. One of his points was they advertise themselves as being more elite, and they're not elite. I go, that's fine. I mean, call yourself whatever you want. I think they'll find their balance point eventually, but I don't see that as a real big issue. But going back to the story here.
And all we get is one guy crawling. But that's okay. Oh yeah, I got me a trophy.
All right. At this point, everyone's cheering, going, yeah, you got those bad Medrunners. They took down your video, and now you're paying them back. But maybe you guys got your timelines confused. This video came out first. This video was then struck, and then it went back up. He didn't make this video because they struck him down. This is the video that was struck. Wrongly so. Fair enough. But there's two things happening. There's a bigger picture and something else to discuss here. The bigger picture is when is griefing going too far? So if Mr. Khaleesi here logged in on a Saturday, goes, I am going now to hunt myself some of the Medrunners, and he made the video of it, fine. But what if I told you he did this the day before? and the day before. Well, not particularly him, but a group of people that he hangs out with in a Discord did this the day before that. And they've been doing it the previous week and the previous week before that, and for 3 months or 2 months. I don't know how long. What if I told you there was a group of individuals doing this for months? They saying these guys called Medrunners who want to do a medical gameplay loop. We have decided you cannot do that. We have decided you are not allowed to do what you want to do in this game. It's called taking away agency, and it's also possibly excessive griefing. Now, is there some sort of policy CIG has against it? The answer is no. The only thing we know about anything comes close to this is from 2020, when Xyla was addressing stream sniping. So if you're a streamer and there's someone who is following you from server to server and watching the stream and blowing you up because they know what you're doing and where you are, that's called stream sniping. And Xyla goes, it's not right. He's saying some users are going out of their way to leverage live streams and other mediums and pay attention to this part here, other mediums, to excessively grief. In many cases, it's no longer about enjoying the game, but rather about disrupting it. This is the important line I want to focus on. At what point are you disrupting the game for a group of players who just want to go heal, but also your game loop is to go and do that thing? Is it fine to do once a day or twice a day? Fine. But what if you're doing it every single day? What if there's a group of you doing it every single day? At which point is it too far? So keep that in mind. And with that sentence in mind, also just before we get off this page, Xylo says to reach out to support and file a ticket if you see it. I don't know anyone who's been reprimanded for griefing or excessive griefing. Is it a thing? I can't think of a single person I know that's gotten any kind of warning about griefing. And even if there's a warning, no one's been banned that I'm aware of from Star Citizen for doing something like this. So if you are aware of someone that has received any kind of repercussions from excessive griefing, post below. I'm curious to know if anything's actually happened about that. So moving on to where this information came from, and a guy named Ark, who put out a video a week ago, didn't get much traction, but some very interesting information. Thank you to the guy who passes on to me, because I missed this also. And the first thing to know is that Mr. Khaleesi is part of the group known as GrieferNet. And these are the guys who are basically going out of their way to make sure that these guys don't get to play the game the way they want. So it's not a random occurrence. This wasn't a random
I want him
event.
alive.
This is something which was staged, coordinated, and planned. Let's go on to watch a couple of minutes from this, and we'll stop and discuss.
Here is the hooligan title next to his profile. But that's not the reason my opening statement is so emboldened. You want red meat? Here, have red meat. GrieferNet did something, I don't know, possibly illegal, not sure. But they hacked into Medrunner's site and ticket.
So he goes, they hacked into Medrunner's site and ticket system. When someone goes and files a beacon, I guess, from their site, it looks to me that they get an alert in Discord. So Medrunners hang out in Discord, they see this come up and they go, okay, there's a guy at this location, let's go rescue him. The other guys hacked into this. I wouldn't say it's hacking. It looks to me, if they do have access to the information, it was a role they attained. How did they attain that role? It could be through social engineering. I wouldn't say that's illegal. I would say that's just good espionage on their part and nothing illegal about that. I could be wrong, though. I don't have the right information.
System and started intercepting their missions.
So, is this within the spirit of the game? All right. This definitely falls within what is considered this part here. Some users going out of the way to leverage other mediums to excessively grief. 100%. Because if they manage to get into their Discord, they're intercepting the medical beacons to set up ambushes, then yeah, I mean, that's their fun, but also I feel free to disagree, it's a step too far. Because if you randomly bump into someone and you engaging in PvP because that's fine, that's within the game. But if you're going out of your way to make sure that's happening, that's different.
I saw it happening, and I crushed it. I informed Medrunner, and they fixed up. I then burnt 4 of GrieferNet's infiltrated accounts. Sfer, or Refs as you may know him, Ginger of Oz, and Heavy Bob of Note. Yes, you heard right. The
What I like about the story here is that there's one side obviously pushing an angle, and this guy Ark has come from, I don't know what his involvement is or how long he's known about the situation here, to basically counter from the other side. And I kind of like that dark and light balance. I think this is what brings a lot of flavor to the game. I can't say I agree with the tactics that probably either side has used in this, but I do love that what this is showing there's a lot more to the story that you and I knew from when I started this video. So bottom line is this: a group of individuals infiltrating these guys to stop them from doing what they want. This guy infiltrated the guys who infiltrated, exposing them also, and I guess trying to help out. I think it's fascinating, but also it lends a lot more to the story than what we all saw happening in the comment section. All praising Khaleesi for being awesome and being amazing, because he, Mr. Khaleesi, is part of this group which is going out of the way to make sure that Medrunners are not doing what they want to do. So fascinating events. I'm pretty sure there'll be more about this, so thank you very much to bring me onto this. I'll be following this channel too to see what happens with that. But if I can give Medrunners a piece of advice, it would be, well, first of all, yeah, bad move on the, obviously on the strike there, but here's an interesting idea, Medrunners. If you are still experiencing this, stream your operations. Go onto Twitch, stream it. And if you are being stream sniped now, maybe then CIG will pay closer attention, because I don't think CIG has done anything about the situation. I think CIG kind of lets this play out. But I think that would be an interesting tactic for them to use within the bounds of what's already been established in this game. Anyway, I love the fact that there's more to the story than what we knew. Thank you very much to the individuals who brought the information to me. I appreciate it. And if anything new comes my way, I'll be sure to share. If you like this kind of content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, you meatbags, and I'll catch you in the next thrilling episode, which I'm sure is going to come soon, of what happens with Medrunners. Catch you then.